Okay, let's start our design. Open your search engine and type in Canva. Canva.com. We're opening our editor, our software. Now, if you're logging in for the first time, you will have to leave your email and create your account, your free account. I want to remind you that you don't need any paid account over here to do what we're going to do right now. Okay, so once you have your account ready, you type in over here Facebook cover. Okay, now what it's going to do, it will give you the Canva, right, of the in the right size. You see this? That's what we need. Now we will click the empty Canva, right? So we have a piece of design over here. It is exactly the size of your Facebook photo cover. Yeah. Now you're gonna have to use few elements over here, not all of it, to design your cover. So I'm gonna just show you the ones that you will be using. We'll be using the uploads over here. The uploads are all the elements that you'll be uploading from your own computer. As you can see, I've prepared a few pictures over here that I'll be using for the design that I'll be showing you as an example over here. Okay. But just to show you how it works, I will go to my computer and find some pictures. Let's say I want to upload this picture. Let's say you created your logo and you want to upload your logo to Canva, right? So what you can do is pretty much just highlight it and drag it over here, right? And then, as you can see, it will appear as a new logo, as a new element over here that you can use, and you can either double click it, right? So sorry, actually, you don't need to double click, just click one time and it appears over here, right? You can move it, right, reposition it by holding the left button of your mouse, right, or keypad, and then just drag your finger across the board. You can move it, right? You can also resize it by dragging the corners like this. Now I will show. We're going to start from the background. So for my background for this design, I will use this picture. Okay, it's a picture of nice bus that actually fits our mission statement. All right. So you can use a picture, or you can simply use like a one color background. Okay, you can do that too. So I'm gonna make it bigger. See, I'm using this corner to make it bigger, right? So it fits exactly the size that I want, right? Now I want to cut the pieces that I don't need. So by dragging these thicker lines in the middle, I can actually cut the parts that I don't want, right? I can crop it, reposition it again, right? Crop from this side as well. Can move it over here and make it even bigger, right? I can cut, and there you go. I think that's going to be pretty much what I need right now. All the way to here. Make it just a little bit bigger, like that. Okay. Now I have exactly what I need. I'm happy with that. Now, I don't want these colors to be so bright, because I mentioned to you it's better if the design is quite clear, right? If it's not too busy. So you have these functions on top, right? When you click the element, the functions are appearing. See, I click it, then they are appearing, right? If I click off somewhere else, then they're disappearing. So I click the element that I want to edit, and then I'm going to use the transparency mode. Now the picture is not transparent, but I want to make it transparent. So I'm going to use 35%, for example, for this picture, and I have nice pastel colors, not that busy anymore, right? Now for this other part of the design, I'm going to use another picture that I uploaded earlier, this one. Okay, so I'm going to drag it over here, make it a bit bigger, right? So it fits exactly this area over here, like that. I can make it even bigger, right? There you go. I can crop the sides that are outside, just so it fits exactly what I need. And there you go. Okay, now we have a background ready. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use for my background design. Now I want to make it smooth and clear. Okay, so next element that I said you can use is elements. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can use over here. So I'm just going to show you a couple options. You click, for example, paint. Okay, paint. Sorry, not ping, paint. There you go. And you have all these cool stuff that you can put on top of your design, which will be a nice background for your statement, right, or for your question to your audience. Right? Look how cool it is, how cool it looks like, right? So not all of them are for free, unfortunately. You're only going to have limited options for free, but your design can be very, very simple, right? The simple design is the best one, right? So choose the free elements. You can also use edge. If I click edge, that gives me some nice frames and some nice elements that I can use to connect two pieces together, right? So let's say I'm going to use this one to connect my two pictures, so it looks a little bit nicer. All right, check this out. Looks better, right? Now I can click this over here to change the color. I want to change the color, make my color a bit more like a bit similar to what I already have, right? It's a little less black. There you go. Nice, nice transition right now. Yeah. Now, one thing that you have to remember over here is that on Facebook, right in the middle of your design, over on the bottom, you're gonna have your face, your picture, right? Your profile picture. So what I do sometimes, if you go to these elements over here and you either type in shapes or frames, you're gonna have all these options for shapes, right? And some of them are free, some of them are not. But the one that you need is actually free, the circle one, right? So you can position your circle over here more or less where it's going to be on Facebook, just to know that you're not going to be able to put any elements of your design in this place. This is going to be where your picture will be, right? So this is one thing. Now, another thing I want to do, like if you use a frame, let's say I want to have this logo actually a little bit more vivid, right? So I'm going to position this frame over here. Now, if I'm going to go back to my pictures, right, and I choose the logo, now look what's going to happen. I'm going to make it, I'm going to cut this edge a little bit just so I can have only the logo, right? And if I position it here, it's going to be exactly inside my frame. See? So I can cut whatever I don't need and just leave my frame over here. You see? So now it's nicely popping, right? So you can use all different sort of frames from here, right? You can use frame like that, right? Or frame like that. And there are even frames that look like your computer or mobile phone. It's really, really easy to do this design over here. So that's another element. And this is my basic design is pretty much ready. So just a quick recap, guys. Use frames, use the elements to get some edges to connect the elements together. Use your uploaded pictures, or you can also use the photos that Canva is providing. The thing is that most of these photos will be paid, but you will probably also find some free ones, right? Best thing, my advice is make your own photos, make it simple, right? And then the next element is going to be text. That's pretty much the last element you need to create your simple cover photo. Okay, so I'm going to be, you can see that you have a lot of cool text over here. Some of them also paid, but you can find the simple ones that are just that will be enough. All right, so I'm going to put my text over here. Now let's say I already prepared the text for this particular cover photo, but you will have to like test it. Maybe you can ask some other people if this actually sounds good, right? But for me, I decided we're gonna go for this. Want to feel beautiful by getting something unique while helping children get their education. As you can see, this is too big right now. So what I can do is I click Control All, and on the top over here, you can make it smaller, right? So I think 36 will be okay for me right now. Now I don't need this bottom part, so I'm just gonna delete it, right? Now I have my text here. Want to feel beautiful by getting something unique while helping children get their, always double check, their education. Oh my goodness, children. Helping children get their education. There you go. Okay. See, I made a lot of mistakes over here. But you can fix everything. No worries about that. So now you can basically drag it, right? You can reposition this text so it looks actually good, right? Now I want to have it in 3 lines with education being in the 3rd line. And on the top over here, if you click this alignment, it's going to align to the middle, to the left, or to the right. So I will use the one that aligns to the middle. Now I have my text, but I don't want it to just put it anywhere. So what the cool practice that a lot of people do is give some background to your headline, right? To your statement. So that background you're going to find over here in elements. So what I normally do is I'm just clicking in paint, right? I was already showing this to you, and I can choose, you know, like a piece of paint that I like, right? It can be this one, right? It can be this one. Oh, give me some suggestions. I like this one, for example. Yeah. Let's say I'm gonna stay with this one. This one is pretty cool. So I'm gonna make it bigger. All right, make it bigger. So my text actually fits over here, right? And there you go. And I'm gonna put it here. All right, now I'm going to drag my text. See, there's another thing, that the good thing that it happened. When this happens, when your elements are behind the other elements, what you have to do is go here and click the position, all right? And then you can move this element forward or backward. So I want my text obviously to be on top. All right, there you go. It's already here. Now I can also move this text like that, right? So it fits. You know, it seems to me like it's a bit too busy, this one. So maybe I'm just gonna make it a bit easier. I'm gonna use this one. I think this one is a little bit less busy design, right? Okay, and I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna crop this design from the bottom. So crop it over here and click crop and drag by the corner just to cut the bottom part. Make it a little bit less busy. All right, now it looks much better. Okay, so I can make it a bit bigger over here. Okay, now that should be enough. I also have to reposition my text one more time. Forward. Okay, we got that. We got that covered. There you go. Just make sure that it's all fits here. Okay, so I might have to use actually different. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to use 4 lines instead of 3 lines. And that's our design. Now, when the design is ready, guys, all we need to do is download it on your computer and plug it in to your Facebook. But before we do that, I would forget one other element is the call to action. So now we have already a pretty nice statement, but we want people to know what to do if they actually want to find out how to do this, right? How to get more beautiful, right? And help with this education. So I'm going to go here, get another text. Okay, delete the part that I don't need. I don't need this. I don't need it, but sorry. If you want to go back, you only have to click the arrow over here. There you go. I'm only going to need this part. And I will write down over here, click to find out how. Okay, that's all you need. And make it a bit smaller. Don't need that big. And position it right under my logo. And on top of that, I will also add an arrow over here. Arrow. Okay, just type in arrow. Oh, sorry, but you have to go to elements, not the text, right? Not in the text, in the elements. Arrow. And you got all these different arrows. Some of them, unfortunately, paid, but here is the free one. There you go. You can have the free one. You can rotate it by clicking these 2 arrows over here. I'm going to rotate it this way and make it a little bit smaller. Position it right next to my text. There you go. Arrow is ready. I also want to change the color of this arrow. White is not really visible, so I click at the arrow, and in the corner over here, I can change the color for black. There you go. My design now is perfect. Yes, I have my nice background. I have a little information what we're actually doing, right? These awesome cool earrings, accessories, beauty accessories, handmade stuff, right? And we're putting call to action to our dream avatar, leaving some space for the picture up here, right? It's very clear and nice design. Now I'm going to click download. You can choose what type of format you want to have. We can use with PNGs is working with Facebook, so just download it over here. Now, once it's on your computer, it will appear in your downloads, right? So I'm just going to show it to you over here. See, I just downloaded it here. There you go. We have it, right? That's our design. Now, obviously, you don't want to have this cloud over here when you're downloading your design. That was just for us to see that there will be a picture over here, right? So what I did, I actually created one more over here with just a nice frame for that picture, right? So you have it here. That's how it looks like. Now I'm going to upload it on Facebook to show you how it actually looks like inside Facebook, right? So let's open Facebook over here, and that's Nadia's design on Facebook. See this? This is what we just did. Now when people will click here, right? What we're asking them to click here and find out how, right? If they click here, it will open the design, right? So obviously you can actually have your photo over here if you want to, right? But what is happening over here is that you have a little description. That was the point number 7 of our presentation, right? So you're telling people a little bit more information about what you're actually doing and giving them a specific place where you want them to go. So for Nadia, at this point, it's her Instagram account when she will be sharing stories of refugees who are making handmade crafts, right? When people go to her Instagram, start following, and she will be taking care of them over there. For you, it might be a Facebook group or your website or any other place. You can even leave your phone number over here. And that's it. We have our cover photo ready. The next element we'll be designing is actually your Facebook photo, right? Your Facebook profile photo.